Alright guys, welcome to the Mythic Tavern, and today we're going to be checking out what is called the Darkflame Cleft dungeon in War Within Alpha. I love killing kobolds. I think the first half of this dungeon is pretty awesome in my opinion, but the second half is not so good, and you will see why. So hopefully these guys are ready. Are we all here? Yeah, we are. Let's go. I am playing as the Earthen, our new race from War Within. This is how they look like. I am a Prot Warrior, Mountain Thane. So let's get to it. Without further ado, let's get to the action. So this guy, you want to avoid this little stomp that he does with his hands. And yeah, but the dungeon takes place in a cave, like a mine cave. So there's, you know, mine carts here, and of course, where you find kobolds, you find a lot of candles. And me take no candle, right? Or actually, in this case, I do take many candles. But they think we don't take candles. Well, they don't want us to take candles, but we will. Because that's what we do. We take candles. And there's gonna be a lot of candle taking later in this dungeon, and you'll see what I mean by that. And that is the part that I do not like. Because it's poorly designed. Which is very unfortunate. Because the dungeon idea itself is pretty good. It's just kind of poorly executed. So you got the big roided out steroid dudes. You can probably skip that pack on the right. No need to fight that. Maybe you'll need to fight it on a Mythic Plus, but I don't know. Not fighting it here because it's a waste of time on a normal. Don't need mobs on a normal. Just trying to get to the boss and get this done. Yeah, this shockwave is nasty. And he's dead. Goody. Oh god. We got more mobs. That's okay though. Oh, that's a lot of rats to kill. Come over here. That was the only way I was gonna make that, was to leap out of it. That's for sure. Alright, let's kill these. So these mole rats, you can actually get as a mount. I don't know how you get them. I don't know if it's a drop or if it's a something else. But they do exist, and you guys can check out our mount video. You can see all of them, both the regular ones and like the fancy ones. They're really cool. I really like them. All right, I think we're coming up to the first boss over here. We gotta watch out for the... Yeah, there he is. All Waxbeards. Yeah, watch out for the middle. You don't want to get run over by the carts. I think this boss mainly, you just kind of want to avoid the middle. Kind of a tank and spin for the most part. Reckless charge, I have no idea what that does. I guess he just charges you and then he does that. Yeah, you want to avoid the... It's, I mean, on normal it's easy, man. It's going to be really hard to tell how really difficult these bosses are on, you know, in general until you do Mythic Plus. But that felt extremely underwhelming, so I don't know if it's just because we have a really good group. Or if this boss is just undertuned. It's really difficult to tell, man. Even when they scale you up to 80. Because this dungeon right now is scaled up to 80, and you're also scaled up to 80 in the alpha, because they're, I guess, trying to test the end game balancing or max level balancing. And then again, it is a normal dungeon, so it's expected to be a face roll. But yeah, I'm assuming maybe you need to use the cards to one-shot the ads or something like that, but I don't know. I could be wrong. So we're gonna drop down here, and we're just gonna do this to avoid damage. And attack, get these wax golems out of the way. Really cool looking model, a giant candle, I really like it. Super easy. Probably could avoid all that stuff on that round. No need to fight it unless you need it for Mythic Plus. I don't know where that guy thinks he's going, but he needs to get back over here. These fire elementals remind me of the Ruby rifles because they look exactly the same. Yeah, when Dragonfly came out, they had all those new elemental models, which is pretty cool. This is a fun pack to destroy. I think once we kill them, the boss is gonna spawn right over here. Yeah, this is gonna be the second boss. Here we go. I mean, for this boss, you kind of want to avoid the fire. It's gonna point at people and they just have to kind of strafe away from it. He also does this. He's gonna do this giant flame thing here. So you need to avoid that portion of the map. And then you need to go over here, because that's the only place that's safe. If you stay anywhere else, you're gonna get hit for a lot of damage. Again, on normal, the bosses don't really do damage. So yeah, that's how it is. But that's the boss. Blazikon, interesting name. And he looks kind of, and his hitbox is massive. Yeah, that's the second boss of this place. Gonna turn down the volume here a little bit, guys, real quick. Sorry. Alright, there we go. That felt like a little too loud. Okay. So they a lot of mobs here, but they're not elites, so it's all good. They don't do much. Oh. Whoa, so this guy picks you up. Whoops. And then he throws you in the air. Is this a boss? No. Oh, maybe it is, I don't know. I think it might be a boss. We're about to find out. Or if this is just a big mob. I don't know which one it is. I think this is just a big mob because he's not really doing much. But then again, this is normal difficulty, so... Oh, there is a named mob over here, so this might be a boss, yeah. I think this guy's bugged, man, because I wasn't sure what's happening. That is not a boss, because he did not drop loot. Alright, that's the boss, the Candle King. Yes, okay, that was just a oversized mob. Alright, here we go. So he's gonna summon these. You're gonna interrupt the cast that he does. I'm not really sure what those statues do. I think you have to point the statue at the... Yeah, you have to have him break the statues. Looks like it. Because the more of these statues are up, the worse it gets. let's see if he breaks. Yeah, he can only break one. I'm not really sure what's up with this boss, but that's the boss. Okay, so now that you destroyed the Candle King, this is where the dungeon gets really bad, in my opinion. We have no light. So because we have no light, we are gonna run into this area where there is no light, obviously. And the only way to get light is through a candle, and we need to escort this thing by standing next to it to the next area. And we do that by collecting candles. As you guys can imagine, you need to keep up the candle at a high percentage. If it gets down to 0, the minecart doesn't move. So people have to go run around, collect candles. And I don't really like this because on Mythic Plus, this is just a terrible design, dude. Like, what is this? Like, it's cool for like a scenario thing, if it was like a solo thing or something like that. But as an actual dungeon in practice for a Mythic Plus, this is terrible. They would need to change this entire thing or something. I don't know. Or maybe I just need to get good and find candles ahead of time. But yeah, you could see them in the light in the distance. So I guess you could just have one person collecting them, right? Like this. And you gotta be careful because there's a lot of holes too that you can fall into. I like the idea of it, but I don't know if I like this for Mythic Plus. That's the problem. Some people think it's cool. I think it is cool. But it's just annoying. Like, I don't know, like, I don't want to babysit a minecart when I'm trying to survive, you know? I'm not asking it to be easy mode. I just don't think that for Mythic Plus design, this is any good. At least they give you a good amount of refill per candle, that's for sure. Yeah, it's really hard to see where you're going. And you don't want to fall into a hole. That's another thing, right? Like I said. And it's running out pretty quickly, too. Yeah, this is gonna be hard on Mythic Plus. It's already difficult. Yeah, see? I can't see where I'm going. Pure darkness, dude. There is a candle over here. Oh, he got it. Okay. Yeah, see? The minecart stops, and then you bring a candle, it starts going again. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the shadow abilities make it... Oh, interesting. This guy says that the shadow abilities make this thing burn quicker, which is not good. So you want to avoid, I guess, using shadow abilities. Yeah, I think he got the last candle. I'm gonna go grab this one, because why not? Just in case to be safe. If you guys hear the beep, sorry, that's Discord going off. I think we're fine here. Once you get here, I believe it stops, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta put up, yeah, that's it. I didn't. So you grab the dynamite here. And then we gotta get to it. This is pretty cool. Like, this part is cool. I like this one. You just kind of ride along, and, you know, obviously automatically you don't have to do any controlling here. And you press 1 and you spam. It's kind of like a bombing mission on a cart, though. I don't know why there's no sound. I'm assuming that's just a bug. There's literally no audio, which is very weird considering you throw dynamites that explode. But yeah, you break through the wall here, and then yeah, there's literally no audio, which is not very which is kind of anticlimactic. But yeah, that's the second half, and the reason why I don't like the end of this is because the boss is also based off a whole candle thing that you guys are about to see here. So we're gonna try to kill everything in here. I don't know if you do need to kill everything in here, but clear out a little bit, I guess. So the next boss, you need to have these candles. You need to have the light with the candle. If you run out of light, you can't do damage to the boss. That's kind of the whole idea of that boss. And like right now, I can't do damage to that because it's literally darkness. Yeah, so basically you gotta grab all the candles to refresh it, and it gives you a damage buff. Yeah, right now, see, we're doing damage. You want to avoid that. You want to move the candle away from that, I believe. Because otherwise it's going to go out completely. You want to grab the candle out of that. Otherwise it's... yeah, if he breathes on it, it's bad news. You want to interrupt that? Ah, okay. So the candles are on the sides here. The only time you need to move the candle is when there's shadow stuff going off, like just like that. Yeah, when there's abilities going off that are shadow, you want to move the candle away from it. Yeah, he just breathed on it. Well, that's the idea. I guess it's not that bad now that I understand it. But I don't know. I feel like on Mythic Plus this is not gonna be that fun. This boss is taking forever to die, by the way. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to kill him. I think he just runs away. But I could be wrong. You wanna interrupt that? And that's it. That's the... And that is it. And then you grab the loot over here, which looks really cool. Oh, we got some gloves. Cool. That is it for Darkflame Cleft, guys. GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. I will gladly answer them, and that is it. Peace out, guys, and have a good one.